The stories of Inanna and Asherah represent two different stages of the female divine in the ancient Middle East. While Inanna was the superstar of the Bronze Age, Asherah is the hidden goddess of the Iron Age who appears and is then erased in the Bible. Inanna, the independent power, Sumerian c. 3000 BCE. Inanna was the most active goddess in history. She wasn't defined by being a wife or a mother. She was defined by her own ambition and paradoxes. The story of the me. In one famous myth, Inanna gets the god of wisdom, Enki, drunk and steals the me, the holy blueprints of civilization, laws, art, music, weaving. She brings them to her city, Uruk, to make it the greatest on earth. The descent to the underworld. As mentioned before, she is the first figure in history to conquer death. Symbolism. She was associated with the planet Venus, the morning and evening star. Like Venus, she appeared twice, once as the goddess of love-sex and once as the goddess of war. Asherah, the lost mother of the Bible, Canaanite Hebrew c. 1500–600 BCE. Asherah is a more mysterious figure because most of what we know about her was written by people trying to ban her. The wife of God. In the older Canaanite religion, Asherah was the queen mother and the wife of the high god El. In the Bible, for a long time, early Israelites didn't see a conflict between worshiping Yahweh, the God of the Bible, and Asherah. Archaeologists have even found ancient pottery inscriptions that say, "I bless you by Yahweh and his Asherah." The Asherah Pole. She wasn't worshipped in statues like Inanna, but through trees or carved wooden poles. These were placed beside altars in high places. The erasing. As the Bible was edited to focus on monotheism, only one God, the prophets began to demand that the Asherah poles be cut down. By the time the Jewish Bible was finalized, she was no longer seen as God's wife, but as a false idol. Comparison: the queen versus the tree. Inanna, Ishtar. Mesopotamia, Sumer, Babylon. Independent, young, warlike. Lion and eight-pointed star, superior to or equal to many gods. Preserved in epic poetry. The connection, the queen of heaven. Despite their differences, both goddesses were called the Queen of Heaven. In the book of Jeremiah, chapter 44, there is a fascinating moment where the women of Jerusalem refuse to stop worshiping the Queen of Heaven. They tell the prophet that when they burned incense and made cakes for her, they had plenty of food and no war. But when they stopped, disaster came. This shows that even after the story of God became almost entirely male, the ancient memory of the goddess remained strong in the hearts of the people. The evolution of the tree. The Asherah pole, or sacred tree, is widely believed by scholars to be the origin of the tree of life in the Garden of Eden. In the original story, the goddess was the tree. In the later biblical story, the tree is a test, and a woman, Eve, is blamed for eating from it. This represents the final shift where the story of the goddess was transformed into a story about the dangers of female influence. Would you like to see how the snake symbol, which was originally a symbol of the goddess and wisdom, was also flipped in the Bible to become a symbol of evil?